It's late. The train is already moving. You're already moving. There's nothing you need to do. The cabin is dim, softly lit. A small lamp glows near the window. Its light stays close, never harsh, never bright. Outside, the night slides past the glass. Not fast. Just enough to remind you that the world hasn't stopped. The window feels cool. The air inside is warmer by comparison. A quiet contrast that stays constant. The seat holds its shape beneath you. The fabric is familiar, slightly textured. The kind of surface that doesn't ask for attention. Somewhere beneath the floor, the motion continues. Steady. Consistent. You don't need to follow it. You can simply let it be there. Lights appear outside in fragments. A few at a time. Then, distance again. Inside, everything remains the same. The lamp. The window. The quiet interior. Your breathing finds its own pace. Not guided. Not corrected. Just present. A faint reflection moves across the glass. A suggestion of the cabin layered over the dark outside. Two worlds sharing the same surface. The train continues forward. No turns that matter. No decisions required. The sound inside the cabin stays muted. Soft. A low murmur that never becomes noise. You notice the temperature again. The gentle warmth inside. The cooler night beyond the window. That balance stays unchanged. The seat beside you is empty. Unoccupied. Waiting without expectation. Nothing here needs to change. The rhythm remains. Time passes without announcing itself. No clear markers. No sharp edges. The light outside grows thinner. More space between clusters of brightness. Longer stretches of darkness. The interior stays calm, protected from whatever moves beyond the glass. The window reflects small details. The lamp. A hint of the seat. Your outline, barely there. The train's movement stays even, not accelerating, not slowing. A gentle forward pull. Your shoulders settle naturally, not because they're told to, because there's no reason not to. The fabric beneath your hands feels steady, unchanging, reliable. Outside, shapes pass too quickly to define. They don't demand attention. They don't invite interpretation. Inside, the air feels still, held, contained. The lamp casts a soft circle of light. It doesn't reach far. It doesn't need to. Everything important is already close. The train keeps moving. The city fades further now. Lights become rare, more distant. Between them, darkness stretches comfortably. The window cools slightly as the night deepens. Inside, the warmth remains. The contrast stays gentle. The cabin feels suspended. Neither fully here nor fully elsewhere. Just moving through. Your breathing continues, quiet and unremarkable. It doesn't need to change. The seat supports you without adjustment. No pressure. No shift. The train carries its own weight. You don't have to carry anything with it. A faint vibration runs through the floor. Consistent. Predictable. It becomes part of the background. Time feels less specific now. Minutes blur together. Nothing asks to be measured. The lamp remains steady. The window remains dark. Everything holds. Outside, the night opens wider. Fields. Empty stretches. Occasional distant lights. They pass without ceremony. Inside, the cabin stays the same size. The same shape. The same quiet balance. Your posture adjusts subtly on its own. A small shift. Then stillness again. The glass shows fewer reflections now. More darkness. More depth. The train moves through it effortlessly. No announcements. No interruptions. Just forward motion. The air feels clean. Neutral. Uncluttered. The interior becomes a kind of refuge. Not dramatic. Just dependable. The seat beside you remains empty. No expectation of change. The rhythm continues. At some point, the outside feels farther away. Less detailed. More abstract. Lights appear briefly, then dissolve back into distance. Inside, the lamp's glow doesn't vary. It stays exactly as it is. The fabric of the seat feels familiar now. Recognizable. Almost unnoticed. The train doesn't demand awareness. It simply carries on. Your breathing stays steady. Unremarkable. reinforced. The window cools a little more. The air inside remains calm. The difference stays gentle. Nothing presses for attention. Time stretches. Not longer. Just wider. The outside becomes mostly dark now. Lights are rare. Widely spaced. The train moves through it all the same. Inside, the cabin feels unchanged. Protected from the scale of the night. The lamp creates a small island of light. Enough. Always enough. The sound beneath the floor remains constant. A soft presence. Never intrusive. You don't follow it. It follows itself. The window shows almost nothing now. Just motion. Just depth. The interior stays familiar. The rhythm holds. Thoughts may appear. They don't need to be followed. They pass like lights outside the window. Brief. Unattached. The train doesn't respond to them. It keeps its pace. The cabin remains steady. Unconcerned. The air feels the same. The The seat feels the same. The lamp continues to glow. Nothing changes. The night outside deepens further. Darkness becomes the dominant shape. Inside, the contrast feels comforting. Clear. Defined. The warmth stays where it belongs. The window reflects only faint shapes now. Almost nothing. The train continues forward. The rhythm remains. As time passes, the details soften. Edges blur slightly. Nothing sharp remains. The lamp's light feels quieter now. Less noticeable. The seat's texture fades into familiarity. The sound beneath the floor becomes background. Everything simplifies. The outside no longer asks to be observed. It moves on its own. Inside, the cabin feels still. Held. Stable. Your breathing continues naturally. The train carries everything else. Moments pass without distinction. No beginning. No end. Just continuation. The light stays low. The night stays dark. The rhythm stays even. Eventually, the world outside feels very far away. Almost theoretical. Inside, the cabin feels complete. Nothing is missing. Nothing needs to arrive. The lamp. The window. The seat. The warmth. The quiet. The motion. All of it remains. The train continues. And continues. And continues. Everything that needs to move is already moving. Everything that needs to rest is already resting. The night holds. The rhythm remains.